Okay, so good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
All right, how are you all? How are you guys?
Fine, sir.
Yes, yes, I'm also good. All right. Okay, so let's start now. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about. Today we have to discuss about data types in Python. Okay, what are the different data types are there in Python? Right. So in Python, we divided data types into two categories. One is scalar data type. What is the mean of a scalar data type? Which holds one value. Okay, which holds one value, which is known as scalar data type. Examples of scalar data types like integer, float, complex, boolean, and null type. So these are known as scalar data type, which is used to represent one value or a single value, right? For example, if I write here a is equals to 10. Okay, so if I'm printing here a, okay, so it will give me a result. It is giving me a result what? 10, right? So for example, if I'm writing here for loop, okay, I in, here I'm writing 10, and if I print here I, so if I print here I, so what it will print? Will it print anything? What it will print? It will not print anything. It will give the error. Why? Because whenever we write for loop, okay, so for loop required one iterable. Okay, and iterables are nothing but collection data types. Okay, collection means more than one value. A scalar means single value. So is it a scalar value or a collection value? 10 is a scalar value.
Scalar.
This is what? Scalar type. 10 is what? Scalar type, or we can say more specifically, this is what? Integer type. So if you will execute this on scalar values, so it will not give output. Okay, what it is saying? It is saying type error. Okay, int object is not iterable, right? So iterables are what? Iterables are nothing but collection. So for example, if I write here like hello, so hello is what? Hello is an iterable. This is not an scalar value. This is not an scalar value, so means it will work on iterable. Okay, so it is printing the result. Suppose instead of hello, if I write here, if I create here list 10, 20, and 30, so it will also execute here. Okay, because list is also an iterable, or we can say collection data type, right? And if I write here range, so range is also what? Collection data type. So it will work on collection, so means it will print. Okay, and if I write here 10.5, okay, so this what? Float value, and float values are what? Scalar values, and it will not work on scalar values. Okay, so it is saying what? Type error, float object is not iterable. Okay, scalars are not iterable. I hope you are understanding what's the mean of scalar and what's the mean of collection. So scalars are like integer, float, complex, boolean, and null type. Right? So these are what? Scalar value, and we have collection values as well. So collection we have divided into three categories. The first one is the first one is sequence. Okay, inside a sequence we have list, tuple, range, string, bytes, and byte array. So these all are what? These all are data types. And what types of data type? It is sequence. and sequence comes under the category of collection, right? Same as we have sets data type. Sets, inside the sets we have two category. One is set and the second one is frozen set. Okay, we will discuss each data structure. We can say these are what data structures or data types. And then we have mapping, mapping collection or mapping data type or mapping data structure, which is dictionary. This is one of the important data structure in Python, right? So we will study each collection data structure in detail. So are you guys understanding this much? Inside the collection we have three category. One is sequence, second is list. Okay, one is list, second is tuple, range, string, byte, bytes, and byte array. And then second category is sets. Inside set we have set and frozen set. And then we have one more category which is map. Okay, map is what dictionary, or we can say dictionary is a mapping collection. Frozen set is a set collection. Set is a set collection. List is a sequence collection. Tuple is a sequence collection. Range is a sequence collection. Okay, string is a sequence collection. Bytes is a sequence collection. Byte array is also a sequence. Byte array is also a sequence collection, right? Okay, so let's understand collection or data structure. What's the definition of this? Collection types are called containers. Collection types are what? Containers. Okay, containers means which hold some values. So collection types allow to group individual objects and represent as one object. Okay, so for example, I'm creating here what? Like I'm creating here L1. L1 is equals to like I'm writing hello, okay, and bye and hi. These three I'm writing. So these are what? This combinedly. If I combine these all collectively, it is known as one object. Okay, so collectively this is known as one object. Okay, inside this object we have sub objects, which is string object, another string object, another string object. Why I am saying this is an object? This is a data type. Okay, this is a data type, but this data type follows which class? String class. This is also follow string class, or we can say this is the object of string class. Okay, and this list is an object of list class, right? You will understand slowly everything. Okay, collection types are called iterable. Collection types are called iterable, right? Iterable objects implements iterator protocol. I mean iteration protocol, right? Iteration protocol means you can go through each element one by one. Collections are used to store more than one value. Okay, it can store one or more than one value or object. Right, every collection uses a data structure for organizing data. Okay, every collection uses a data structure for organizing data. Are you understanding, everyone?
Yes, sir, understanding.
Okay, so can you please help me to write the scalar data types? What are the scalars data types are there? Scalar data types. So number one is integer. Scalar means single value, which hold single value, right? And the second one is float. The third one is, what is the third one? Can we say complex?
Bo-
Narendra.
The fourth one is some background noise is coming. Can you please check once? Okay, the fourth one is we can say boolean, which is known as bool. Okay, the fifth one is, what is the fifth one? Integer is there, float is there, complex is there, boolean is there, and one is missing, I guess. Can anyone tell me what is the remaining one?
None type.
Yes, the last one is what? None. Okay, none type is what? Scalar data type. After that we have collection. After that we have collection data type. Okay, collection which hold multiple values. Multiple values. So inside the collection we have number one is what? Number one we have sequence, right? The second one, what is the second one? Second one we have sets. Okay, the third one is mapping. Correct? Yes. So we have mapping. All right. So in sequence, what we have? We have list data type. We have tuple data type, and after that list tuple. Can we say string also there? String data type. Okay, and after that bytes is there, and after that we have bytes array, byte array. Okay, so these are what? Sequence data type: list, tuple, string, bytes, and byte array, right? What's the set? Inside the sets data type, inside the set collections, we have set and frozen set, right? Inside the mapping we have one data structure which is what? Dictionary. Okay, dictionary is what? Mapping collection, right? Okay, so I hope you are understanding, everyone. I think I didn't miss any data type. I have written all the scalar and collection data type. So this is what? Collection. Okay, so collection are used to store more than one value. Every collection uses a data structure for organized data. All right. Okay, now let's understand what is sequence. Sequence are ordered collection. Okay, sequence are what? Ordered collection where objects are organized in sequence order. Okay, or insertion order is preserved. So what is the mean of this? Suppose like what are the sequence data type? Can anyone tell me? Sequence data type. What are the sequence data type? Can we say list? Can we say tuple? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Can we say string? Right? Can we say bytes and byte array?
Range also.
Okay, range is also there. Range is also there. Range data type is also there. Okay, so these are what? Sequence data type. Okay, so what's the mean of this? Ordered collection. What's the mean of ordered collection? Ordered collection means, okay, the way you are ordering, the way you are inserting elements inside the sequence. For example, I'm taking an example of list sequence. So how to create a list? In order to create the list, we use a square bracket. Okay, so here I'm entering some data. like 10, 20, 30 and 40. Okay, and this list sequence I will create a variable which will hold this list. Okay, okay, I'm creating what? Numbers. So numbers is what? This numbers is what? List. Okay, numbers is holding list. Number is a variable which is holding list, right? So if I will print the number, if I will print the numbers, so will it print in random order or it will follow the same order? Will it follow the same order or will it follow random order? Tell me. It will follow the same order. In the same way we have in the same way we have insert the element, at the same way it will display the element. So let me execute it. So in the same way it is like printing the elements. So this is the mean of ordered collection. Okay, means it maintains the order of the elements. There are some data structure which doesn't maintain the order of the elements. Okay, we will discuss that later. Okay, and the second thing is insertion order is preserved. Okay, so insertion order preserved means, okay, so if you will access the first element, okay, so the first element position is reserved. So what's the position of first element? So you will write here, okay, variable name, and here you will write the position. So position is reserved for each element. So what is the position of this 10? The position start from 0. Okay, it start from 0 position, or you can say indexing. So it start with 0. So if you will write 0, so all the time you will get one value which is 10. So if I execute it, so I'm getting what? 10. So the meaning of this line, insertion order reserved means preserved means the indexing values are occupied by each element. So that's the mean of insertion order is preserved. Okay, properties of sequence. So what are the properties of sequence? So the properties is index based. Okay, so whatever sequence we are using, its sequence will be index based and allow duplicates. Okay, and it allow the slicing, and it can contain homogeneous or heterogeneous. So what is the mean of indexing? Indexing means, like, with the help of index number you can access the element. For example, I'm writing here numbers like numbers and index is 3. So here it will print 10, and here what it will print? Can anyone tell me which number it will print here?
40.
So yeah, so this
Yes,
is what?
40.
Zeroth index. Okay, let's see clearly. This is what? Zero index, and this is what? One index, this is two index, and this is the three index. So on third index, which number we have? We have 40. So it will print what? 40. And this is known as, what we call it? Indexing. Okay, what we are using here? Indexing. Okay, and the second thing is duplicates. Okay, so if you want to keep here duplicates value, so you can keep duplicates values. Okay, so if you will print, so it will print 40, and again it will print 40, right? And after that we have slicing. Okay, so slicing means, what's the mean of slicing? Slicing means cut the data into pieces. Cutting the data into what? Pieces. Okay, slice means cutting a particular thing into what? Pieces. Suppose I want this piece of this list, I want to slice till here, means position 1 to position 3. I want to slice it, means I want to take these elements. Okay, I want this slice from the string, from the list, from this list I want this list. So this is known as what? Slicing. We can achieve this using slicing concept. Okay, so how we will achieve the slicing? So here what I will do, I will write here print, and here I will write the variable name. What's the variable name? Variable name is number. numbers. Okay, and here inside the slice, whenever we use slicing, whenever we use the slicing, means what we do, we entered the, okay, starting point we write, okay, after colon we write stop point, we write step point. So three things mentioned. Okay, so if you will mention two things, so two things means one will be start and the second one is stop. If you will mention one thing only, so the one thing will be stop. If you will give one value inside the square, so it will be what, stop. So suppose I have to insert, I have to take 1 to, like I have to print what, I have to take this slice 20 to 40. Okay, so remember one thing, the stop value is excluded. Okay, so for example, if you are writing here 1 to 4, so it will take value from 1, 2 and 3, it will not include 4, right? And if you are writing 1 to 5, so it will include what, 1, it will include 2, 3, 4 and 5, it will not include, right? So the last stop value is excluded. So whenever you want this 3 index, so means you will write 4. Okay, so how we will write, see, if I want this slice, so I will write here starting point is what, 1. What is the ending point? Ending point is 3, but I will take 4. Okay, so here I will write 4. So what is the mean of this? It will return what value? It will return me 20, it will return me 30, it will return me 40. Okay, so these values it will print, and these values I want to print. Okay, what values I want to print? I want to print this slice 20, 30 and 40. So here I will mention the starting point. Starting index is what, 1. Starting index is what, 1. After that you will separate it by colon, not comma, you will use here separator as colon. After that here you will mention what, the last index. So you want to access till here, means till 40, so you will write index this 4 index you will write. Okay, so here I will write the stop point is 4. Okay, so it will execute up to, like we can say, before the stop value it will execute. So let's see whether it is printing or not. So see, it is printing this slice 20, 30 and 40. So this is we want. Okay, so indexes we understood, duplicates we understood, slice we understood, and homogeneous and heterogeneous. What is the mean of homogeneous? Homogeneous means all the elements are having same data type. 10 is integer type, 20 integer type, all the elements are same data type, which is integer. So will it allow boolean, will it allow string? Okay, will it allow another list? Will it allow another list which is alphabetical? So this is what heterogeneous. This is what heterogeneous. Heterogeneous means a list which containing different data types, or a list which containing different value from the different data types. So this part is what integers type. This is what boolean type. This is what string type, and this is what list type. Right? So this is known as heterogeneous. Homogeneous means similar elements, heterogeneous means dissimilar elements. Suppose I want to access this true, so what is the index value of true? 6. What is the index value of hello? 7. What's the index value of this list? Okay, the index value of this list is 8. Okay, suppose I want to, okay, so I want to print what? I want to print boolean value. Okay, so what I will write? Numbers. Okay, and what I want to print? Boolean. Okay, I want to print true. So what, which index I will write? 6. I want to print what? Hello. I want to print hello. So which index value I will write? Numbers. What's the index? 7. Right? I want to print I want to print this list. I want to print this list. So which index value I will write? I want to print this list. So first I will write the variable name, and here I will mention the index. So what's the index? 8. So I will write 8 here. Right? Will it print? Will it print these values? Yes or no? So it is printing. See, it is printing what? True. It is printing hello, and it is printing ABC. Suppose I want to print this complete slice. I want to print this complete slice at once. So how can I print? How can I print the complete slice? Can I write here print? Okay. So what I want to print? I want to print this complete slice. So can anyone help me to print this slice? Can anyone tell me how we can I print this chunk? What can I write? Can anyone tell?
Start value will be 6.
Okay, first what should I write?
Numbers.
Okay, numbers. Then
Then bracket open
okay,
6.
okay, square brackets. Then starting value.
6.
Okay, then
And then stop value is 9.
okay, 9.
Colon in between
Yeah,
6 and
colon
9.
is colon is for separating. Okay, so we are separating between step value and stop value, right? So will it print this chunk? Yes, it is printing this slice. Okay, it is printing this complete slice. So are you guys understanding these properties of the sequence? Everyone clear with this? Please confirm.
Clear, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, very nice, Sabina. Are you understanding, Sabina? Is it clear? Okay, great. Okay, okay, see. Let's try to understand this. Python support the following sequence data types. What are they? List, tuple, range, string, bytes, and bytes array. Right? So these are the data types supported by Python. What's the mean of mutable and what's the mean of immutable? So let me take a new slide. Okay. So what's the mean of mutable? Mutable. Mutable means okay, or we can say what we can say changes are allowed, right? Okay, immutable means we cannot change the values. Okay, means in short we can say changes are not allowed, right? So see, what are the data structure which allow changes? List is a data structure which allow changes. Tuple is a data structure which does not allow changes, okay, which means it is immutable. Range is a collection data type, okay, which does not allow changes. String does not allow any changes, okay. Byte does not allow changes, and bytes array allow changes. Mutable means changes allowed, okay. Immutable means changes not allowed. Understanding?
Yes, sir.
So what is the mean of
Yes,
this?
sir.
For example, I'm writing here like I'm creating one variables called numbers. I'm writing here 10 comma 20. Okay, so if I write here numbers dot append. Okay, append is a function which is used to append the numbers inside the list. So I want to append what? 30. Okay, so after that, okay, let me print first before changes print. Okay, after changes. Okay, we are printing after changes. Can you please tell me what it will print? What it will print? It will print what? 10 comma 20. And we are appending what? We are appending 330 in the list. Okay, so it will change the list value. It will change in the original list. Okay, it will change inside what? Original list. Okay, so if I write here numbers, so it will print here 20 and 30. Okay, so let me execute it. So what it is printing? 20, 10 and 20 before changing. Okay, let me write it inside the print. So what it is printing? Before changing, it is printing 10 and 20. Okay, after changes, it is printing what? 10, 20 and 30. Means changes are allowed or not? Tell me, changes are allowed or not? Changes is allowed means our original data is changing. Are you understanding? Previously the elements are what? 10 and 20, and after appending another element, the elements are what? 10, 20 and 30. See, a string is a immutable. A string does not support changes. A string does not support changes. So let me give you one example. Okay, so here I'm creating another example, which is what? I'm creating here one string. Okay, my string name is message. Okay, you can't, okay, you cannot change me. So string is what? You cannot change me. So if I write here print message, okay, I'm writing here message dot upper. Okay, upper function I'm using. Upper is used to converting our string into what? Uppercase. Okay, so before performing any operation on the string, I want to print the string. Okay, so after performing the operation, I want to print string. Okay, before executing it, let me tell you about upper function. How upper function work? Like for example, I'm writing here s is equals to hello. Okay, this is what in small case. So it's what if I will write s dot upper. So what will happen? It is printing into capital case. So means upper is working or not. Are you understanding the functioning of upper? Okay, if you are understanding, then you can understand this example also. What is our string? Our string containing one message. The name of the message is you cannot change me, right? So if we are printing, so it should print in the same case. It should print in same case. Okay, so after changes, what we are doing? Converting into upper case. Okay, this is what we are doing now. We are converting it into uppercase, and after converting into uppercase, we are trying to print the message. So if it is converted successfully into uppercase, means it will print all the alphabets into what? Capital order, capital case. So if I run it, if I execute it, so it is printing what? You cannot change me, and after changes, it is saying what? You cannot change me. So means string is what? String is Immutable. And immutable means, what's the mean of immutable? Changes are not allowed. Changes are not allowed. Mutable means changes are allowed. See, here we have clearly seen, here we have clearly seen, not here.
Sir, why hello is changing in uppercase?
Okay, I will give you the answer. So see, here we are doing changes. Okay, here we are doing one operation, and this operation is accepted after performing the operation, means our string is modified. I mean, our this list is modified. List is modified. So here what we have written, list is mutable, means changeable. So means after operation it is changing. But here we have this string and we are printing, so it should print normally and it is printing normally, and we are performing one operation, means we are converting into uppercase. And after operation if we are printing, so it is not accepting the changes, it is not accepting the changes, means it is printing the same values. Okay, it is printing, means original thing it is printing, original message it is printing, it is not converting into uppercase. Why it is not converting into uppercase? Because the string is what? Immutable. Immutable means not changeable. Yes, what question you have, you may ask. Do you have any question?
My question was why hello was changing in uppercase and why this string is not changing.
Okay, okay, see, so for example our, this is what message one. So whenever you change inside the string, okay, suppose, try to understand, everyone please focus now. Suppose I have a message, I have one message string, and inside I have written hello in what? Small case. Okay, and I want to perform some change on this string. So whenever you will do any change, whenever you will do any change, means uppercase, lowercase, or any other, so new object will create. Okay, so new object will create. For example, changes are what? I'm performing what changes? Upper. I want to perform upper order, means I want to convert this hello into what? Uppercase. So this will convert into hello into what? Uppercase. But this hello will not replace the original string. It will not replace the original string. Okay, so but if you want the changes, if you want, like if you want to refer this changes by any other variable, so it can refer this new object. So whenever you will print, whenever you will print the message, you will get the same message which is hello, although we applied changes, but you will get the same hello. But after changes the new object will create, and new object is holding by s2. So if you will try to print s2, if you will try to print s2, so s2 will give you the, or means a string after changes. So after changes it will become capital E, capital L, capital O. So it will print something like hello. So what's the mean, what's the mean of this? So this is what? Original string, original string. Okay, this is the original message. After changes, when you perform any change, whenever you will perform any change, so the change will not reflect here. Okay, whatever changes you are doing, it will not reflect here. It will reflect to another object. One another object will create, for example temporary object, and this will reflect the new changes. If you will print the new object, so it will changeable, means it will show the changes, but it will show the original string. What is the mean of this? Let me show you with example. For example, here we are performing changes. Are we performing changes here? This is our original string, this is the original string. Okay, and this is what? We are performing changes. So when we perform the changes, a new object creates, a new string object create. So this new object I am holding inside what? Temp. So temp is referring my new object, which is what? capital, every character is capital. Okay, it is converting every capital inside what? It is converting every capital in uppercase and hold by temp. Temp variable is holding new object after the changes. So if you will print the message, it will print original message, although we are writing upper operation on message. If you will print temp, so it will display you changes. So what is the means? String is immutable, which does not allow changes on original values. Original values will be same no matter how many changes you are performing. Original will be original. Here original will be original. It will be same. But after changes, when you apply the changes, one another object will create, and that another object, we are who is holding another object? Temp. So if you will print temp, so here you will see changes, but on the same object you cannot see. I hope you are clear with my words. So as you can clearly see in the output. Okay, so we are printing this. Okay, after that we are printing here, three times we are printing. Okay, in the last time it is showing what? Capital case. Okay, are you clear with this? See, we are printing message, so we are not performing any operation right now, so it should print original message, and it is printing original message. What is the original message? Okay, in the lower case only. After changes we are again printing what? This message. After changes we are printing message. So it is, after changes also it is printing in a small case, means here it doesn't affect it. This message doesn't affect it with this operation. But this, after this operation, one new object created by the string, so this object is hold by the temp. So if you are printing temp, so temp is reflecting the changes. Are you guys clear with this immutable concept?
Clear, sir.
At the same time, if I'm taking this example, so if I will print here the original number, so it will print this. But after changes, if I will print the same numbers, so it will show the changes. Here we don't need to use any other object. I don't need to use here temp, because it will not create another object. It will perform operation on the same object, same numbers. Okay, everyone getting? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Okay, so list, data type or collection. List is a mutable sequence data type. Mutable means changeable, which accept changes in original list. Whenever you will perform changes, original list will affect, right? Okay, for example, you are the, you are what? You are mutable for your parents. Okay, how you are mutable for your parents? Let me show you. For example, this is your home. Okay, this is what? Your home. And inside your home, your parents stay in your home, and you are the person. Okay, okay, so this is suppose you. So you are what? Mutable. You are mutable means whatever activities you will do, whether it is good or bad, whether it is good or bad, so who will affect your parents, directly affect with your activities. Okay, if you are doing good activities, they will be happy, you will be happy, and your parents will also be happy. So this is what? Mutable nature. Okay, and this is what? Bad. Okay, if you will do bad activities, means you will be sad, you will be sad, you will be sad, and your parents will also sad. Okay, your parents will also sad. So means this is what? Mutable. Okay, your activities are directly depending on your parents happiness. Immutable means, suppose this is what? This is what your, like, relatives or neighbors. Okay, these are what? Your relatives. So if you will do the good activities, they will not feel, they will not feel any emotion. Okay, I'm not talking everyone's, but in general I'm saying, if you will do any bad thing, they will not affect by your activities because they are not your parents. So these relatives and you are what? Immutable. Okay, because their moods will not depend on your activities, but your parents mood completely depend on your activities. If you will do good activities, so your parent nature is what? Mutable. So means they will affect, right? Immutable means the relatives will not affect. Okay, so this is the same concept here in string also. String and like mutable and immutable. So mutable means whatever changes you will do on list, so the original will affect, changes will reflect on original as well. Original means you can say your parents, and list is you. So between you and your parents there is a relation of mutable. Okay, whatever things you will do, your parents will affect. Okay, and immutable means, suppose a string, this is the relation between you and relatives. Okay, whatever activities you will do, they will not affect by your activities. Okay, means original will not change, right? Are you clear with this example? Okay. Okay. So typically used to store collection or homogeneous item. What's the mean of homogeneous items? What's the mean of homogeneous items? Can anyone? Anyone knows what's the mean of homogeneous? Yes or no? Say yes or no.
Same type of same type of data or collection.
Okay. The collection of same type of data or same type of values is known as homogeneous, and different types of data means different types of data inside a particular thing is known as heterogeneous. Okay, so list we can say it contain homogeneous. Typically we consider list contain homogeneous, but that is not completely true. Your list can contain heterogeneous data as well. Okay, means inside your list you can write boolean values as well. Means this similar data you can also keep, right? List is what? Linear data structure. Okay, which is mutable and ordered sequence of elements. Each value object in list is called element or item. Okay, each value of the list is known as item or object, or we can say element. Okay, in application development, list is used to represent group of individual object where duplicates are allowed, and reading writing is done sequential and random order, right? List is name of class or data type, represent list object. Okay, so if I will print, see, if I'm creating here one list like 10. Okay, a is equals to 10, 20, 30. So a is what? A is a variable which containing what? List object. So if I will print the type of a, so what it will print? The list type. Okay, okay, so we can say it is what? List type. Okay, how to create list? There are different ways to create the list. We can use what? Square brackets. Whenever you want to create the list, we will use a square bracket. The second way is using sequence bracket, separating items with commas. Okay, so like that we can also create the list. Okay, using list comprehension. Okay, this is one of the important topic, list comprehension. Later we will discuss this in detail, but now I can show you one example. What's the mean of list comprehension? Okay, so list, how to create the list? We can use square bracket, we can use list function, okay, and we can use comprehension, list comprehension, okay, and we can use eval. Okay, with the help of eval we can create the list, right? So these are the ways we can create a list. So for example, L1 if I write, so 10, 20, 30, this is what list we are creating. Okay, another is what, another is what, for example I'm writing here L2, and L2, how I will create L2? I will write here list, and inside the list what I'm writing here, I'm writing a ABC. Okay, so ABC is what, ABC is what, ABC is string, ABC is what, string value, and this values will convert it into what, string. So how it will store, how it will store, it will store something like A, okay, B, C, like that it will store. So what we are doing, we are converting list into what, a string into what, list, using list function. Okay, we can use list comprehension as well. So how we can use list comprehension? For example, I'm writing here L3, and here I'm using square bracket, and here I'm writing I for I in what, range, and here I'm writing 10, okay, 100, and step value is 10. So this is how I'm creating. So how much values it will generate? It will generate like 10. Okay, second step is 20, third step is what, 30. So like that it will generate list. Okay, so this is known as list comprehension way. Okay, like that it will generate the list. Okay, another is what, eval function. So in eval function, how you can create list? So eval function you can write eval, okay, and eval you can write here input. Okay, and here you can give one message to the user, enter, okay, your wish list. Okay, we can give this message to the user. So this is how we can uh, create the list. Okay, so let's print each list. So this is what L1, this is what L2, this is what L3, and this is what L4. Okay, so 4 lists we have created. So let's check the output of each list. So first see this line. Okay, see what it is asking. It is asking enter your wish list. Now you may got confused. You may got confused like we have written this, we have written this, we have written this. But why it is executing this last line first? Actually, it is not executing the last line first. It has executed this line already. It has executed this line already. It has executed this line already. Okay, and after that it came here. So once it came here, it is asking enter your wish list. So these three lines, this three list already created, but we are not printing any list right now. So it is not displaying directly. It is displaying prompt to the user, enter the wish list. Okay. So here I am entering wish list like iPhone. Okay. And what? MacBook. Okay. And what? Super bike. So this is what wish list I am writing. So after pressing enter, it will go here to print each list, and it will print each list. Okay. So it is printing each list or not? It is printing each list or not? Okay, if you want to check the types of the list, okay, so how you will check the list type? So here I'm writing what? L1 and type of L1. Okay, I'm writing here L2 and type of L2. I'm writing here L3 and type of L3. I'm writing here L4, type of L4. Okay, so it will print first, and after that it will print the list and it will print the type. Okay, everything it will print. So see, it has executed all these three lines, but the processor is very fast, so you cannot see. So now it is waiting for the input list, wish list. It is waiting for the wish list. What happened? Okay, so I'm entering here wish list, which is like apple. Okay, banana. Okay, okay, so this is the wish list I have entered, and after that if I will press the enter, okay, after that if I will press the enter, so it will display. So it is displaying this list, and this is also displaying, this is also displaying, and this list is also displaying. If you will check the, if you will check the data type of this list, so this is a list type, and this is a list type, and this is also what? List type, and this is also list type. But we have created this list different way. This is list we have created with a square bracket, and this is the list, the second list we have created using list function, and the third list we have created with list comprehension. Okay, list comprehension I am writing. We will discuss this list comprehension in very detail. This is a separate topic, so don't be confused about it. Just I'm giving you an overview. Okay, then we have used eval function. With the help of eval function, we are creating the fourth list, and all the lists are same type or not? All the lists are what? List type. Okay, none of the list is showing string type. All the lists are what? List type. So are you guys clear? Creation of list, how we can create list with different ways? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So these are the ways, the same thing. Okay, so I already explained with the function how we can use list function to create the list. Okay, this is what? List function. Okay, reading content of list using index slicing. So we have done with index and slicing, then for loop, then iterator, okay, enumerator. So should we continue it or should we continue it tomorrow? Tell me guys. Should we continue or should we stop here? Um, yeah, anyone please? Okay, all right, fine. So we will discuss tomorrow. I'm also feeling tired after explaining this much. Okay, okay, so we will continue tomorrow because I'm not feeling like very energetic. Yeah. So thank you everyone for giving your valuable time. If you have any question, you may ask.
Okay,
If you have
sir.
any
Thank you.
doubt regarding this, you can ask.
No question, sir.
No questions. So,
No
all
doubt.
right. So you may leave the meeting.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
You're welcome, guys.